So I just got my new book, Chilton for Acuras. It's for multiple Acuras, including the Vigor. The only other way you can get a book that has anything on the Vigor is to have like a factory service manual, which is pretty hard to come by unless you're eBay savvy. Anyway, today we're going to do fluid change on one of the most overlooked, I think, fluids, and it's going to be the differential. Everybody does the oil. Some people do the transmission. Well, we have to do the differential. It's supposed to be done as often as the automatic transmission fluid is on these. And today I'm going to show you how with the aid of my trusty book. So now we're under the driver's side of the car and it's jacked up on ramps. The first thing I can see is my little power steering rack boot thing that's leaking. I went over that in another video. And transmission pan bolts way back there in the back. If you're like me, man, this is really hard to... This car doesn't look like a lot of other cars when you get under here. This is the differential drain bolt right here. As you can see, it takes a socket that goes in there to undo that. And then up here, right here, it's so dark you can't see. That's the bolt where you can check the fluid. And that actually does take a normal ratchet thing to undo that. But to drain it, it's that style. So this little bolt is the check and fill bolt. It's a 17mm head. I just got that loose. The only problem is to actually check it, it's so low, this car is, that you have to have it up on ramps. And when you have it on ramps, all the fluid's going to be sinking into the back. So I don't know whether it's even worth it to check it. But I'm going to try. The last time I tried it was too tight. Yep, still tight. Yeah. I sheared it off. It's on that tight. I felt something giving, you know, but I just broke my ratchet. The other piece is still in here, look at that. So the most amazing thing happened after I broke my other ratchet. I got this heavier duty one on here, and for the life of I had the extension on it too for more torque. I still couldn't get it off. It was so hard, so tight. Like, I don't know where they thought the bolt was going. I used this little pipe. You can see it's really long, but for crying out loud, we put it on the end of this, and with no effort at all, it just went boop, and the whole thing just came loose. Well, that's one for the record books. I must have loosened it up the first time when I was trying so hard. All diff fluid be gone. Ooh, it smells old. Hella dark and syrupy too. Want a taste? So here's the little bastard bolt that was on so tight. It's one of those that you can't just pour the new stuff in because it's up and into something, a bunch of stuff in the way. So I got a new, where's English? New suction gun. I've always wanted one of these and I finally found one that was really cheap. Ta-da! So this is going to pump the new stuff in. Ow! My head! Oh yeah, you gotta put the bottom plate back on there. Stick this in the filler hole, baby. Watch it come back out and not work right. Okay. Going in. Little bit of a mess. Here's the aftermath, all the towels and all the drips. But it's all put back together. That's the drain. That's the fill. And it's all cleaned up to where if it starts to leak, I could tell right off the bat. I took the whole, I guess it's 2 pints or 1 quart, and that's the capacity for it. But I want you to know, all the while when I was sticking my finger in here to check to see if it was full or whatever, it felt kind of like it was wet and right at the bottom of the threads the entire time. So I guess until it starts coming back out, that's how you know it's done.